Okay, so one last thing we're going to talk about is sometimes you're in a seminar and you've got your dog alongside your chair over here, alongside your chair over here, they're lying down, and you're really focusing on that seminar giver, and they have lots of information, you're wanting to really, focus on what it is and pay attention to it. And what happens a lot is you don't notice what's going on with your dog. One of two things can be happening. Busy's going to guard your toys. Oh, I can hear Flex back there. Is maybe your dog's lying here and they're being really good, but that person in that chair over there has one of those sticky-eyed dogs who is giving your dog a stare down. And your dog's getting really uncomfortable, and maybe they spend 10 minutes sitting there being hard stared at, and then you get up and go to work and you don't have a dog. And your dog has had a lot of frustration for 10 minutes and trying to deal with the frustration of it. Or it could be your dog. Maybe your dog's a little bit sticky-eyed and you're sitting here and you're listening. And you can see that your dog's here, but you're looking forward and you don't see that your dog is hard staring somebody's dog over here in the other group. And then you wonder why when you break and people are just kind of like glaring at you as you go by, because they're mad at you because of your dog's behaviors, because they don't want their dog stared at. And it could happen on the other side. Come here, Flex. Good girl. You're at that seminar, and instead of having your dog alongside you, to where either your dog could stare at somebody else, you don't have a situation where your dog can be in a crate or out in the car or whatever. You're pretty close to going up, and you kind of like have your dog close by. So you're here and other people are here too. Or maybe your dog gets a little fearful of people, they're bringing in a chair and, gee, I'm sorry, I set my chair down on top of your dog's tail. Things happen. And nobody's trying to be mean or rude, but they're just so intense on what's about to happen that they don't pay a lot of attention to space and how space is being taken. I've never done this with her. So I'm going to let her see if she knows where here is when I'm in a chair and she really can't get between my legs. Here. 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 Good girl. That's good. Here. Here. Pretty close. Here. There you are. And even though she ended up in the same position, I'd like for her to get there by going around my leg. And now you got a dog and you're right here, whether you put your dog in a down or you have your dog in a sit, even though you're staring ahead at the seminar people, you know exactly what your dog's doing. Whether you want to be petting your dog or down. You just want your dog in a down here. But even though, down. Good girl. I'm going to eat those, get them out of my hand. Wait. And you just want to pay attention to what's going on, easily and clearly you can see your dog's head. You can see what they're doing. You can pay attention to what's going on without always looking sideways to see if your dog's being uncomfortable in the situation that they're in, or if your dog is being rude to another dog. But now you can pay attention to what's going on out there in the field. Your dog is right here. You pay attention to what your dog's doing. The two of you are very much together. And there's no something going on over here at the side that you're not really realizing why your dog got jumped by that other dog, and certainly that other dog's fault. Maybe your dog's been staring at him pretty hard for quite a while and kind of challenging that dog to an interaction. Or your dog won't work when you go out because your dog's been stared at and they're just a little bit intimidated right now. Or while you're out there, they want to keep an eye on this dog back here that's been really giving them a hard eye. We're saying rude, nasty, doggy things to them. Right? That was very good. Okay. Here. Yes, look at that. Good job. Okay. Here. Didn't take long for her to learn that. It took her a couple misfires. And then she's got it. Good job. Okay. Here. Here. Perfect. Perfect. And that's always a fun place to be. It's not a place for punishment. It's not a place for any kind of correction or negativity. when they come in here, this is a really good place. This is where they're comforted. You want this to be building the emotional anchor right here in this spot. We build them on the marks, and this is another great place, an emotional anchor right close to you, where they feel contact and they feel this is always a safe place to be, and there's pure happiness being here. Same as sending them to a mark. A mark is a great place, and here is a great place. So you have something right next to you, and you have something out away from you to create those emotional anchors and really get a good, emotionally stable dog. And it's fun. And she's not licking me. Okay.